ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. This is T-Bone locking in with a vlog for Thursday the 5th of June 2014. The game in the background is Hearthstone, which has recently reset the ladder for a new season. I got to rank 13 last season and I hope to do better this time. I know my vlog release schedule seems a little random, hence I've decided to release a vlog about once a month just to keep everyone up to date. In May, we passed a couple of milestones when it comes to YouTube. The first one is we have hit the 6-month mark as a channel, so it only seems right to pause and reflect on the time that I have spent creating videos, live streaming, changes in production and so on. So here we go with a 6-month report. Over the past 6 months I've made over 40 videos for the channel, most of which have been live stream edits, Hearthstone content and a tutorial series for Farming Simulator. When I look at the content I'm producing now in comparison to what I was producing 6 months ago, I can tell there is a difference. The main differences are in the technical quality of the content. I made a rational decision to move to 1080p for live streams and YouTube, and on the whole, I believe it is a good decision. The one thing that annoys me a little is that live streams for anyone non-partnered on Twitch cannot be downscaled to lower resolutions so that people can watch, interact and enjoy the stream. It was a reason why when I started live streaming I started in 720p. However, the highlight reels are uploaded to YouTube after the event. What I have found is there is a definite quality difference between 720p and 1080p, especially with live stream footage. Now I know this means that for some viewers you will not be able to tune into live streams due to insufficient bandwidth, and I do feel sorry for those who can't watch as a result. If there is a technical way around it, then I will be the first to tell you. There is a big difference in audio quality as well. When I first started making YouTube videos, I used the Behringer C1U, which is a USB large diaphragm condenser microphone. For the price point, the quality wasn't bad, but I really wanted a higher standard of audio. When my girlfriend bought me a mixing desk for Christmas, that was the impetus to buy a new microphone and headphones. I bought a Behringer B2, which was a big improvement and I have used successfully on a number of videos. Now I have a DBX286S vocal processor which improves the audio even further. Since then I have been doing a little research and investigation, and after trialling a couple of microphones I've gone for the Rode NT2A as my main microphone. To my ears the sound isn't quite as punchy or as harsh, but does sound rounder and fuller than the B2. There are some other changes that have happened as well. I believe I have developed as a commentator with later content sounding more confident, with less pauses and more things to say as I present the game. The old saying of practice making perfect applies here, and it is something I appreciate.
Get in there and fight,
I have found this with live streams as well. I still find it a lot easier to talk when I have the interaction through chat. So, if you do decide to join me on a live stream one night, please do say hi. I can assure you it will be a better experience as a result. I believe I have become more accomplished as a video editor, and that helps the content as well. In the early days my content was scrutinised by a third party before it was uploaded. Now I have the confidence to produce the content and upload it. The one thing that has been very rewarding for me is seeing the channel grow very slowly to where it is today. While 30 subscribers is a very small channel in comparison to others, you have to consider I started with 0 6 months ago. So to those of you who have subscribed, I thank you for doing so. It means so much to me that you like my content enough to hit the subscribe button. The other milestone is the channel has received over 1,000 views over a 6-month period. In fact, we're up to over 1,200 now. That's getting to an average of about 200 views per month, which is great. What I would like to do is try to convert more of those views to subscriptions. For example, the Hearthstone content is embedded into Hearthstone forums when it is released. While this is generating views, it doesn't seem to be generating as many subscribers as I had hoped. Hence, you may notice I have added a subscribe watermark which stays on screen for about 1 minute. I hope that this will result in more people subscribing to the channel. We still have a long way to go to get to a point where this channel could approach a gaming network, but I'm happy with the progress the channel is making so far. Now, I must admit there have been times where I have had doubts about the content I make, the live streams I do, and whether it's any good. There have been times where I have wondered whether I was wasting my time and actually I should be looking at other pursuits. The fact of the matter is I enjoy the creative process of creating content for YouTube and interacting with viewers when I'm live streaming. To paraphrase Boogie2988, if that's the reason that you're getting into YouTube, more power to you. Not only that, I have had some positive feedback from people who watch my stream and from other YouTubers, which is so encouraging. I value any feedback I receive and will consider it on its merit. Feel free to comment on videos or email me at mailbox@TboneIsGaming.co.uk with any comments you may have. As long as it isn't trolling, I will respond. So, what have I learned from the experience? Well, first of all, if your motivation to get into YouTube is to make lots of money, then it's the wrong one. If you are getting into this because you enjoy the creative process and content you are making videos about, then go for it. Just expect to be spending a lot of time creating that content, and if you're not careful, it can take over all the spare time you have. There is definitely a skill to creating any artistic content, and the skills you need will not happen overnight. As a musician, it is something that I appreciate. It takes practice and a lot of time to get things right. Secondly, investing in the right equipment is a good investment. I went down the audio route first primarily because I have specific knowledge in this area and really wanted the audio to be of a professional quality. There's still some things I could do to improve on this further and will look to do this in future. This will include improving the room sound by using sound deadening materials, making the PC quieter, changing the mixing desk and adding back-end compression. There's still a lot more equipment I would like. This includes a PC upgrade, webcam, DSLR camera, lavalier and shotgun microphones, a tablet for teleprompting, lighting, green screen and a field recorder. The total investment is definitely an eye-watering amount when you add it all up, but like any hobby, to do it to the standard you wish to do it at takes both time and money. It's one of the reasons why I would never say to another YouTuber that they're wasting their time or to get a real job. Currently, I do a real job in customer service and have done a wide variety of jobs in the past, so I know what a real job is like. For those YouTubers out there where it is their job, I'm pretty confident that when they started, it was a small channel like mine, producing videos for the love of it, with no idea how well the channel was going to do. They either had a regular job, either full or part-time, or were unemployed and trying to get a regular job. In my case, I'm fortunate to have the job I have now, albeit part-time. Before it, I had lost my previous job and was out of work for 16 months, sending 50 applications per week, every week until someone was willing to give me a chance. I would love to work full-time eventually, but it is finding an opportunity to do so in an economic climate that is just starting to grow green shoots of recovery. What it does mean is that I can spend time making content, which is why I can produce the number of videos I make for the channel. However, there is a noticeable dip in the number of views when less content is released one week in comparison to another. Hence, I will try to make more videos each week, but I cannot promise this due to the work commitments and whatever else is happening in my personal life. The one thing I definitely need to get better at is self-promotion and working with other channels around my size to help each other's channel grow. I mentioned Jet Falco in last month's vlog and I will follow up in making some content together. I still need to have a discussion relating to that content and seeing what can be achieved. It's still very much on the drawing board. The other thing I would say about promotion is that you guys can help. If you like the channel, tell others about it and help it to grow. The other thing that I have learned is that if you are going to make something like a tutorial series, I need to take a leaf out of the book of more traditional broadcasters. What I need to do is complete all parts of the series before releasing to channel on a weekly basis. While other content can be made and released as and when it is ready, if it is something like a tutorial series, then it needs to be completed before going to air. The reason I say this is the Farming Simulator tutorial series has stalled partway through the run. While episode 6 is in production, episodes 7 and 8 are still on the drawing board. I will endeavour to finish this series and promise you, faithfully, that when I make another tutorial series, I will complete all episodes first before release. The other thing is, I need to respond to videos that are popular on the channel and make more of them. I know I said about catching up on live stream edits, I still have a lot of these to do, but at the same time, if I see a particular video does well, then I need to respond to that. I did make a deck review video for Hearthstone and I need to do some more air traffic control. While I have put certain games on certain days, I think that the Twitch schedule needs to be a little more flexible. So what I will do is have a list of games I'm currently playing on stream with a request slot on Saturday. This will allow me to respond better to the traffic on YouTube, which hopefully should result in better numbers in live streams as well. The last thing I've learned was the importance of branding and identity. While I ensured that I had a clear brand from the off, the account on Twitch of being under a different name was definitely a mistake. Hence the reason for changing it to TboneIsGaming to make everything under the same name. It has hurt my streams recently, but I am showing a gradual increase in followers, which is great. So, what about the future? Well, the main aim for me is to live stream when I can and produce content to the best of my ability and release it as often as possible. I'm hoping that on the channel's birthday I will be able to report even more growth. I'll have to see what I can do regarding investment, but I have to be conservative with this investment for the time being. Well, that just about wraps up this particular vlog. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care and enjoy your gaming. This is T-Bone logging off.
Well played.